Someone has very rightly said that laughter is the best therapy. Hello and welcome back to my channel, The PS Classes. And today we are going to talk about the types of comedy in English literature. If you have not really known about the types of comedy, today you will surely be aware of it.
So let us start exploring the types of comedy in English literature. So the first type of comedy I am going to discuss today is romantic comedy. The Elizabethan dramatists started the romantic comedy. The plots of these romantic comedies were usually love affair and the endings were always happy. So basically जो रोमांटिक कॉमेडीज होते थे, जैसे कि एग्जांपल ले सकते हैं हम लोग एज यू लाइक इट या मिडनाइट समर जो कि शेक्सपियर ने लिखा है. ये सारे कॉमेडीज में जो एंडिंग है वो हमेशा हैप्पी हैप्पी होता है और जो प्लॉट है वो कोई लव अफेयर का ही होता है. एक हीरो रहता है, एक हीरोइन रहती है, दोनों को एक दूसरे से प्यार होता है एंड देन इन द एंड एवरीथिंग एंड्स हैप्पीली. इसमें एक बहुत ही अच्छा चीज़ है एंड देयर इज समथिंग टू बी नोटिस दैट अनलाइक द शेक्सपियरियन ट्रेजेडीज वेयर द मेल dominate the plot, here the female characters are superior to the male characters. जो फीमेल कैरेक्टर्स है वो काफ़ी ब्यूटीफुल होती हैं और इंटेलिजेंट भी होती हैं और यहाँ कॉमेडीज़ में जो है वो मेल को डोमिनेट भी करती हैं. सो नाउ मूविंग ऑन, नेक्स्ट इज सैटिरिक कॉमेडी. Satiric comedy can be called as corrective comedy, as said by Ben Jonson. और मेरे को भी लगता है कि काफ़ी करेक्ट बोला है उन्होंने. जो सैटिरिक कॉमेडी है वो यूजुअली लोगों सोसाइटी पे और जो उस पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे जो हो रहा होता है सिचुएशंस, वही सारे चीज़ों को ताना कसा जाता है और कहीं ना कहीं ताना मार के वो लोगों को सुधारने का कोशिश किया जाता है. इसका एक काफ़ी अच्छा एग्जाम्पल्स है द कंप्लीट प्लेज बाय एरिस्टोफेंस. एरिस्टोफेंस के जो कंप्लीट प्लेज है वो सारे के सारे सैटिरिक कॉमेडी है. और बेन जॉनसन का वॉल्पने एंड एल्केमिस्ट. अगर आप लोगों ने वॉल्पने देखा है तो यू मस्ट बी नोइंग दैट जो कैरेक्टर्स यूज हुए हैं वॉल्पने में सारे के सारे किसी ना किसी तरह से सोसाइटी के जो इल पीपल हैं या जो बैड सिचुएशन है सोसाइटी का, क्रिमिनल माइंड सेट्स, द क्राइम्स दैट आर गोइंग ऑन, द व्हाट टू से द जो लालच है वो सब इसमें दिखाया गया है. किस तरह से एक मतलब लोगों का लालच वो लोगों को ले डूबता है इन द एंड. सो दीज आर सैटिरिक कॉमेडीज. नेक्स्ट moving on is comedy of humor. So the term comedy of humor was termed by Ben Jonson. According to Ben Jonson, there are 4 bodily fluid that forms ours personality. They are sanguine, phlegmatic, choleric and melancholic, and any imbalance in these bodily fluids will create comedy. Some examples of comedy of humors are have every man in his humor and every man out of his humor. Both these plays are Ben Jonson, and if you have not read these plays, please go and read. I am telling you, you would love it. Now let us know a fact here. So Linda Bomber wrote The Comic Woman and Tragic Man, a study of gender genre. In this, she talked about the plays of Shakespeare and the characters of Shakespeare. Linda Bomber is basically a scholar and have done her research in this. And this is the most recent research on Shakespeare. So, next is comedy of manners. So, comedy of manners is quite popular. I guess many of us have already gone through comedy of manners in our masters and UG syllabus also. So some examples are She Stoops to Conquer by Oliver Goldsmith and Rivals by Richard Sheridan. So the comedy of manners are basically the plays which are used to ridicule social classes and social manner. in these the unjust characters, the characters which are evil, are not, punished. They are actually rewarded in the end. So there is no justice in these dramas. One of the most well-known comedy of manner writer is Oscar Wilde. And also one more important thing is to be noted here, that in the comedy of manners, stock characters were used to represent certain societies. So next, moving on, is farce. So farce are incomprehensive and improbable plot. So we can say that there is no such plot in a farce. It is kind of absurd, we can say. There is no definite plot or no such structure in the plays. They are just plays which evoke laughter, and that's it. Things happen and people laugh. There is no storyline. These are light-hearted laugh. Light-hearted laughter. Italian commedia dell'arte is a very good example of a farce. Interludes were also, used as farce earlier. You can say that farce has come from interludes only. So some examples are The Taming of the Shrew by Shakespeare, and a great man we know, Charlie Chaplin. He is the biggest example of what farce actually is. Next is high comedy. So high comedy is something that evokes thoughtful or intellectual laughter, according to George Meredith, and this was his idea of comedy. So the example of this is The Way of the World by Congreve. I guess you have gone through this work, and if you have not, then please go and check. We don't have much time to just go through everything. So then, if there is high comedy, there must be low comedy. So low comedy is, little or no intellectual appeal. There is no such thing in low comedy. It just evokes laughter, that's it. And one big example of such thing is the clown. Clown is the biggest example of low comedy.
Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and if you found this video to be helpful for you, then please share this with your friends and let them also know about the types of comedy in English literature. Thank you.